yourself in hotel. Awesome. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we are going to discuss AI and ways that you can utilize AI for creativity. And I will drop in the chat some materials for the class. And you can also find this in the where is it?
It's in the lessons on the LRP 101
Fantastic
residency page.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And so this is the format that we do in our class for digital strategy for my class. And so everyone learns differently. And so I will go through, I have a script that I'll read while we have the class, but I also have a handout so you can follow along. And then it's also something that you can take with you. And there's also a PowerPoint, but we will begin. Awesome. And so that is the link that Liv just dropped for everyone. And I do have a dog in this hotel room, so if he's very vocal and you start hearing that his name is Captain Picard, and he really wants to tell everyone what's going on, okay? Okay, so what we're gonna do is we are going to start with the primer. And if no one has done a primer before, these are thought-provoking questions that allows the class to start thinking about AI, okay? And so the best way to do this is if you have something to say, either raise your hand. We find that raising the hand works the best at shouting things out. If you don't want to raise your hand, that's fine. Throw it into the chat as well, okay? And so Liv, if you can monitor the chat and just let us know if anyone has anything from the chat. And I will take the hands raised, okay? So number one is, in an age where AI can assist and enhance creative processes, how do you see the role of human creativity evolving? And what unique contributions can humans make that AI cannot replicate? And so if you have an idea, raise your hand or throw it in the chat. Okay, so think about it this way. A computer, especially AI, is built off of data, okay? And a computer cannot feel pain. A computer, yes, we're not at the point of the singularity, but a computer at this stage cannot feel pain. It cannot feel joy. It cannot feel love. It cannot feel heartache. It cannot feel jealousy. It cannot feel. It cannot taste. It can only be told of what it has learned based on the data that used to train AI, right? So if you think about it, the only people who can truly, the only humans are the only ones that can truly feel those emotions. And so an AI never will. And it showcases that humans will always be more creative than an AI until the singularity, which we are not there, because of the emotional aspect. Okay, here's another one. Can you think of a creative project or endeavor where you would personally employ AI? And how do you envision it enhancing your creative processes and outputs? And if you have an idea, raise your hand or throw it in the chat. So a creative project or endeavor where you could personally employ AI to have it enhance your creative process and output. Okay, I will show you later. Do not worry. We will have some hands-on demonstrations, so we will get to that one later. Okay, so the history of AI is filled with both excitement and skepticism. How do you perceive the relationship between human creativity and AI evolving in the coming decades? And what challenges or opportunities do you anticipate? Oh, okay. So the last question, Donald said architecture. Absolutely, 100%. And so if you're thinking about, so how can AI enhance your creative process, right? Architecture, 100%. So what does this mean? So let's just say that you are an architect and you have a client, they've got some out of the box, demands or maybe thoughts, and you are left with a situation where you go and like you survey the land, you look at like the light levels, you understand the client's taste, kind of thing, but maybe you're stuck on one element. You can use like a ChatGPT to give you new ideas, to get you to break you out of that creative block. You could also, if you're not maybe used to the light that's happening, or maybe the land, maybe they want something off grid, you could use ChatGPT to give you some inspiration of different architects and that have done different projects around the world. Okay, or you could use like a Mid-Journey to give you kind of like some inspiration. So the client is saying, I want something modern, but something sci-fi, but I really want it to be off grid, kind of thing. So you could put those in and really gain some inspiration through those. Okay, fantastic. Yes, Fred, what about research? Yes, and so research, if you have any research projects, okay, you can utilize AI to help you with the research. You can always be thinking of AI as your assistant. Okay, it's like an intern. It's a 17-year-old intern, really excited to help you out. Okay, and so instead of taking maybe like 25 hours to do something, you can get it done in just a few hours. And that is, again, how you can utilize it to just help with everyday life. Okay, let's go to artificial intelligence often relies on vast data sets. How can we ensure that the data used to train AI models represents diverse perspectives and cultures to avoid perpetuating biases and discrimination in creative outputs? And the reason that I add this question in, and it's not about like woke culture, it's not about like Democrat or Republican or independent, it's not about the United States or other place of the world. AI is trained on data sets, okay? And these data sets are housed in data centers around the United States and around the globe, okay? And so if the data set is biased, then the AI, because it trained on the data set that was biased, will therefore be biased, okay? And so if you've ever heard of some of the technologies where it's like the handless water for bathrooms to turn it on, and it doesn't notice that a Black woman or a Black man is putting their hand under, because only white folks were the people who engineered that device. It was a huge story a few years back, and that showcases the bias that was built into it. They never thought about utilizing the different data to ensure that it was inclusive. So are there any other things that you can think of? We will get into that. Do not worry. This is showing me that there's lots to learn. So this is fantastic. Okay. As AI tools become more accessible, what skills could creative professionals develop to effectively collaborate with AI and leverage its capabilities for their projects? Pretty much all of data, LOL. Yes, Don, that is true. Okay. Prompt engineering. Yes. So what skills should creative professionals develop? Prompts. We will talk so much about prompts. Prompts is how you use these things. Okay, at least ChatGPT, the ones that we're going to be going over today, the easiest ones that we're going to be going over today, ChatGPT, Mid-Journey, DALL-E, and Pro Writing Made. And I would think about it this way. So I would think as new technology comes, the people that computer skills to you are not competing as a creative professional with another computer. You are competing with another human. All right. And so if you utilize these tools, it will give you a competitive advantage over other humans. right? And so we think of to creative industries, what responsibilities do creators and organizations have in terms of transparency and disclosure and attribution when AI is used in the creative process? So I'm sure that a lot of you probably heard about this, but when OpenAI and just all of the AI companies, when they gobbled up data, they gobbled up all of the publicly available data. And that meant that a lot of art, a lot of, yes, YouTube's new disclosure requirements, exactly. And so a lot of art and a lot of like writings were gobbled up inside of the data. And so now the artists are saying, hey, that's my personal property. And so you need to pay for that personal property because you trained your AI off of the data that you took that was my copyrighted piece of art, my copyrighted piece of work, right? And so moving into the future, like YouTube's new disclosure requirements, you want to make sure that if you are utilizing these things, you're attributing the work, okay? Because ethics are incredibly important, especially for the creative folks. Okay, so now what we will do is I will share my screen again, and we will get into this. And I write out a script every single week. So if you see me looking down at my phone, that is because I am reading from my script. Okay. 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 Oop. All right. So my phone number. So everyone has this PowerPoint. It is in the chat. It's also in the link that Liv shared. If you have any questions, reach out to me. My phone number and my email, please reach out. I'm always super excited. Okay, so going back to this, because I skipped a page, because I always do that with the primers. All right. So today we are going to journey into the world of AI and creativity. And I'm thrilled that you're all here to explore the fascinating ways in which artificial intelligence, or AI, is shaping and reshaping the landscape of creativity. Over the next few hours, we are going to delve into the incredible potential of AI to enhance your creativity endeavors, whether you are a writer, designer, filmmaker, or any other creative professional. AI is no longer a distant future. It is a powerful tool at our disposal, and today we'll unlock its potential together. Throughout our time, we will uncover a wide range of topics, from understanding what AI is, its historical evolution, to practical applications in various fields. We'll address any fears that you might have about AI taking jobs, and instead show you how AI can be your indispensable personal assistant, helping you compete more effectively with other humans. We'll introduce you to different AI tools available online and explore specific AI models such as ChatGPT, ProWriting Aid, DALL-E, and Midjourney. And you'll work with prompts effectively to harness AI for tasks like writing movie scripts, crafting social media posts, and creating marketing materials. We'll even explore AI's role in envisioning shot lists, generating and helping to refine movie endeavors. But it's not all about the incredible capabilities of AI. We'll also delve into the ethical considerations surrounding the use, emphasizing the importance of respecting copyrights, avoiding plagiarism, and striking a balance between AI assistance and human creativity. So let's get started. What is AI? So the definition, we have to answer a fundamental question: what is AI? Artificial intelligence is a field of computer science that focuses on creating systems and machines capable of performing tasks that would typically require human intelligence. It's the realm of machines mimicking human cognitive functions. And I understand that everyone learns differently, so remember that I did put this inside of the handout. So some people like to listen and some people like to read and follow along. And then the handout's really, useful because you'll always have it, okay? But the vast majority of this is inside of the handout because I write the script first. So let's break it down. We have artificial intelligence, and that term refers to the artificial creation of human-like intelligence in machines or computer programs. It encompasses a wide range of technologies, algorithms, and approaches designed to simulate human thought processes. And AI systems are engineered to analyze data. make decisions, solve problems, and even learn from experiences, much like humans do. They can perceive their environment, reason about it, and take actions to achieve specific goals. AI systems can perform tasks that involve understanding natural language, recognizing patterns in data, making predictions, and even engaging in creative fields. To put it simply, AI aims to create machines that can think and learn in a way that is similar to humans, albeit often at much higher speeds and with vast amounts of data. And that's such an interesting thing too, because eventually we are doing quantum computing, and it's a very intensive field right now. And as soon as that becomes more available and accessible and open to the public, AI will take on an entirely new field because of what it will be able to compute in such short amount of time. And so it's important to know that AI doesn't possess consciousness or emotions. Yet it's not the singularity. It's just a computer, okay? It processes data and applies algorithms to accomplish specific tasks efficiently. And so it's a broad field with several subdisciplines, including machine learning, natural language processing, computer vision, robotics, and more. And these subdisciplines focus on different aspects of AI, such as enabling machines to recognize images, understand and generate human languages, or even make predictions. So next, the role of technology. And so it's not just a buzzword, AI. It's a transformative force that's reshaping various industries and affecting our daily lives. And so when you're thinking about it, in modern tech, you have automation. One of AI's primary roles is automating tasks that were previously performed by humans. This includes repetitive and rule-based jobs. AI-driven automation is used in manufacturing, customer service, data entry, and more. Personalization, it's giving personalized experiences we encounter daily, from recommended content on streaming platforms to targeted advertising. It analyzes user data to tailor recommendations, making our interactions with technology more relevant and engaging. And then the natural language processing, NLP, is a subset of AI that focuses on enabling machines to understand and interact with human languages. So chatbots, Siri, Alexa, these are all NLP applications. Predictive analytics, it excels in analyzing vast data sets and making predictions. In industries like finance, healthcare, and marketing, AI-driven predictive analytics help organizations make informed decisions about data patterns and trends. Content creation, AI is entering the realm of content creation, generating text and images. I'm going to talk about that later. It even does music, and we didn't touch on music today, but it absolutely does music. It can write music, make music, and I'm sure that everyone heard about that huge controversy of the Drake song. And so that's exactly it, okay? And so AI's role in technology will continue to evolve, but understanding AI's role in modern technology is essential as we explore its applications in its creative work. It's not a standalone tool, but an integral part of today's technology landscape. Okay, so a brief history. In 1956, the Dartmouth Conference begins with the birth of AI. 97, IBM's Deep Blue defeats Garry Kasparov in chess. 2011, I don't know if anyone remembers this, but IBM's Watson wins the game show Jeopardy! In 2016, I don't know if anyone remembers this, but AlphaGo defeats the Go World Championship. And if you don't know what Go is, check that out. It's one of the most fascinating, most difficult games on the planet. And so it was a huge moment. At 2020s, AI powers self-driving cars, voice assistants, and breakthroughs in natural language processing, and then today, the current state of AI. And so AI is a thriving field with applications spanning from, like I said, autonomous vehicles to creative content generation, and it continues to evolve rapidly. I don't know if you saw, but the OpenAI CEO was like literally just fired today, and he was lying to the board about the data centers and how much it costs to keep these data centers open. In order to have these AIs work incredibly well and incredibly efficiently, you have to have data centers to house all that data that the AI is learning with. And every single time that you input additional data into the AI, whether that is like a ChatGPT or a DALL-E or a Midjourney or the music applications, it keeps the data and it keeps on learning. So that's a very good point. Don't put anything in there that is secure, or don't put anything in there that is personal, because it literally is learning from everything that you put in it. Okay. And so understanding AI's historical journey is essential because it provides context for the incredible advancements that we see today. So embracing it as your personal assistant. What can it do for you, right? It can do augmenting human abilities. AI is not here to replace us. It is here to augment our capabilities. Think of it as a tool that can assist you in various tasks, making your work more efficient and effective. It can enhance your creativity. It can help you unlock potential. It can suggest new ideas, provide inspiration. It can streamline repetitive tasks. So as a personal assistant to automate, freeing up your time for more creative and strategic work. It can have AI-powered insights to help you analyze vast data sets. The vast majority of Americans cannot analyze big data, right? And I remember when I used to do tech policy on the Hill, there was a hearing where it was blank X, and so data X, and so it would be history X, kind of thing, and so like math X. So anything that it is always about data. And if you don't understand large data analysis moving forward, like our children right now that are born, they're going to be absolutely left behind in the new world, right? That is coming, this new technological advancement. And so, but AI will help you be able to analyze those huge data sets. So even a layman can now understand those things, which is fantastic. So language translation, I'm sure everyone has used this, but it's the power to translate tools that can break down language barriers, enabling you to communicate and collaborate with individuals from diverse backgrounds and regions. Accessibility, it can improve accessibility for individuals with disabilities. It can convert text to speech, assist with navigation, provide real-time captioning. It can balance work and life, can assist in managing your work-life balance and help you prioritize tasks, set reminders for personal commitments, and provide suggestions for relaxation. And that's just, again, the way that you need to think about these things, that to embrace AI as your personal assistant and about harnessing its capabilities to enhance your productivity, creativity, and overall quality of life. By understanding how AI can help complement your skills and automate routine tasks, you can leverage its full potential. Okay, let's talk about dispelling fears of AI taking jobs. And so, like I said, I used to do tech policy on the Hill, and I was a professional staff member for the technology subcommittee for oversight, and we had a bunch of hearings on this. And Biden was the first one to put in the report of automation, and then, or excuse me, Obama first one to put in the report of automation, that was back in 2016. And then Biden put in a new report on AI, and that was in 2022. And so will automation remove some jobs? It will. We know that. I mean, it is a very specific thing. And we know what industries they're going to come from first, right? They're going to come from autonomous vehicles for trucking. That is a very serious issue, when you think about like legal, a lot of the legal jobs that are like contracts, those can be automated by a machine. When you think of a lot of the medical industries, like x-ray techs and things like that, those can be automated by a machine. Things that cannot be automated by a machine are creativity things, because like I said, humans bleed, humans feel joy, love, hate, envy, jealousy, and a machine cannot feel those emotions, okay? So I really want to dispel a lot of those fears, because it will never do something as good as a human for those things. It's not an autonomous vehicle that's driving trucks and dropping off, goods across the United States, right? So understanding the concern, the fear of AI taking jobs is rooted in the belief that automation will replace human workers from across various industries. While AI can automate certain tasks, it's essential to recognize that the impact on employment is more complex than it may seem. So historical perspective, similar concerns arose during previous technological revolutions, such as the Industrial Revolution. And I don't remember, or I don't know if you remember, or if you've ever seen, it was a campaign, and it was at the turn of the century, and it was electricity will replace whale oil, and it was like this fear campaign of like whale oil that was used to like light homes, and electricity is going to take away all these jobs. And it's like, well, I mean, maybe don't use whales to be lighting your homes, but electricity also gave a whole bunch of new jobs, and it empowered a brand new turn of this amazing technological advancement, right? So always be thinking of it in that way. Okay. And so AI is a tool, not a replacement. And so it's crucial to view AI as a tool that complements human capabilities rather than a direct replacement. AI can automate repetitive and mundane tasks, allowing humans to focus on creative, strategic, and complex aspects of work. And so job transformation, AI has the potential to transform jobs rather than eliminate them. For example, in manufacturing, AI-driven automation can handle routine tasks like assembly when humans oversee quality control, right? And so the same can be in any industry. And so instead, the humans would be monitoring the computers, monitoring the engineering, monitoring the outputs to ensure that everything is quality control while the AI is doing that, okay? And then AI augmented human abilities. So it's designed to augment human abilities, making workers more efficient. And think of it as having a digital assistant that can process vast amounts of data and provide insights. And so while AI does bring changes to the job market, it's not necessarily a threat to employment, especially for creative folks. By understanding AI's role as a tool that enhances human capabilities and fosters innovation, we can dispel many of the fears associated with AI's taking jobs. Embracing AI as a collaborator rather than a competitor can lead to new opportunities and more productive workforce. And so you even think about in trucking, all right? So a lot right now, I don't know if you know a lot about trucking. Again, like I used to do tech policy, so this is a big thing. And so in the trucking industry, you can have some people that literally have to be up for 24, 48 hours, so imagine that the truck is autonomous, but the human is in the cab to ensure that the truck is doing its job correctly. It's making sure that everything is unloaded correctly. It's managing the truck. Okay. It's no longer driving the truck, it's managing the truck. And so always be thinking that it's not a replacement. It allows, it's a change. It's a very disruptive change. But as long as we can flip that to having it assist us, then there really isn't anything to be afraid of. Okay. So how AI enhances creative work. And we will get into hands-on. Do not worry. I have lots of hands-on things. And I don't know if we can do a breakout too, but we'll see about breakouts. Okay, so how it can enhance your creative work. So augmented creativity, and remember this is all in the handout, so some people learn differently. AI serves as a powerful assistant, amplifying your creative capabilities. It can generate ideas, like I said, suggest innovative concepts, even help you overcome creative blocks. Efficiency and productivity. It can handle time-consuming and repetitive tasks, freeing you to focus on more creative aspects. Data-driven insights. Like I said, it can analyze this vast amounts of data to provide insights about your audience, market trends, and competitor strategies. Personalization can help you with content creation at scale. It can tailor messages, ads, and recommendations to individual preferences. Visual and design assistance. You can use tools like DALL-E and Midjourney to transform text into descriptions, opening up new possibilities for graphic design. And I'll even show you the Photoshop and Illustrator AI that has been built in as well. All of Adobe has AI built into it now. You just need to make sure that you're downloading the 2024 products in the Creative Suite. We're only going to go over Photoshop and Illustrator today, but they all do. So there's really fun, interesting things that all of them have. Okay, how can you compete with other humans? Because this is really what it's all about, right? AI is not competing with you. You are competing with other human beings. And so how can you use it? So it gives you a competitive edge. It can be your secret weapon. It improves staying updated and personalizing your offerings, adapting to change. Those who embrace AI are more adaptable to industry changes. AI-driven insights can help you make data-driven decisions, adjust strategies quickly, and respond to market shifts effectively. Collaboration, not replacement. AI doesn't replace human creativity. It complements it. by collaborating with AI, you can produce higher quality creative work in less time, making you more valuable asset to your team or clients. Innovation and exploration. AI can inspire innovation by suggesting unconventional ideas and exploring uncharted creative territories. I cannot say that enough. If you are having a creative block, and if you just cannot see like another way of coming at it, because we all have biases based on our experiences and memories, right? So if you're having something, you cannot think of a different way to think of this, ask AI to help you, and it will help you think of new, interesting ideas. Creativity beyond limits. It can help you overcome limitations in terms of time and resources. It enables you to explore creative avenues that were previously inaccessible due to constraints. And always the ethical considerations. Oh my God. So competing effectively with AI also involves ethical considerations. It's essential to use AI responsibly, ensuring transparency, fairness, and respecting ethical guidelines in creative work. So in conclusion, it is not a threat to human creativity. It is a catalyst for its evolution. By understanding how AI enhances creative work and embracing it as a competitive ally, you position yourself to thrive in the modern creative landscape. The symbiotic relationship between human ingenuity and AI assistance can lead to groundbreaking innovations, compelling content, and a competitive advantage. Okay, so we're going to go over a few of these. We're actually going to have hands-on. But so we're going to talk about ChatGPT. And so if you can throw into the chat, there are any of you who have, so if you've used ChatGPT, Pro Writing Aid, DALL-E, Midjourney, Canva, a lot of people have used Canva, Grammarly, and Lumen 5, okay? So ChatGPT is a versatile natural language processing model. It can assist with text generation. We will totally get into that. Pro Writing Aid is one of my absolute favorite tools. I kept on looking for a tool. Liv knows I am in the middle of finishing my novel, and this absolutely 100% helps. It is a copywriter. It knows science fiction fantasy, which is what I'm writing, and it helps me without a doubt. And it's worth every single penny. So DALL-E is an open AI product, and now with ChatGPT, so you can have Pro ChatGPT. I was told last night in my class it is $20 a month. So we pay for it in our family, and it's absolutely fantastic. The problem, if you do not pay for ChatGPT, sometimes you can be locked out of the system because everyone's using it, okay, around the planet. But if you pay for it, you'll always be able to use it, okay? DALL-E is now part of ChatGPT. DALL-E and ChatGPT are both in OpenAI. So it is now integrated into ChatGPT. We will show you how to use that. It was really slow last night, okay? Midjourney is inside of Discord. I love Midjourney. Midjourney and DALL-E are going to give you absolutely different styles. Midjourney is, you can set it, if anyone's ever used Discord, you can set up your own private Discord and then invite the Midjourney chat or bot into your private channel. And so, excuse me. And so then you do not need to be on the Midjourney main page. You can have your own private page so that no one can see your creative work, because it's awkward, because then people will start using your prompts and you're like, oh my God. And then I immediately went to a private one. Canva, everyone uses Canva, okay? Canva has so many different AI tools now built into it to make design easy for everyone, right? Grammarly even has a bunch of AI tools built into it now. It had been doing grammar. Excuse me, I have something caught in my throat. I'm not used to talking so much. And so my throat does this. Okay, and so Grammarly, everyone knows that it's a cloud-based, it's been around forever. Our family has paid for it forever since we knew about it. It now has a bunch of AI that's built into it. So it will help you inside of the program now by giving you outside the box ideas and all that jazz, but it's built into it now. Lumen 5 is amazing. Okay. So Lumen 5 is an AI video program. It's expensive. It's like $200 a month. Yikes. But it allows you to make videos within minutes. you know, so you can literally make a full video and it does it all through AI. It will take your script. It will add After Effects style animations and transitions. It will add like videos and photos. It will use your colors and your logos, and it like pops it out. Absolutely fantastic. Is it going to be as good as a professional video, like a videographer or a video editor? No, not at all, you know, but now you can have like my mom from, you know, rural Midwest, Wisconsin, be able to make a video, right? Okay, so the benefits of using AI for creative tools. Okay, so we have efficiency and time saving. One of the most immediate and practical advantages of integrating AI tools into your creative workflow is the significant reduction in the time and effort required for various tasks. I cannot say that enough. It helps you so much for time. And so enhanced quality. So AI tools are not just about speed, but also improving the quality of your creative output. They can offer suggestions to enhance your work and like get over those creative blocks. Idea generation, creativity sometimes hits roadblocks, and AI can help act as a constant source of inspiration to provide fresh ideas and alternative perspectives. Personalization, it can adapt to your specific needs and preferences. It can learn from your previous work. Wow. So if anyone does have ChatGPT, you can keep, or ProWriting Aid, or Midjourney. So you can keep folders basically inside of them, and it will learn. Like one of my friends, she uses it. She works as a consultant, and she has a client folder for every single one of her clients. And so it learns based on all of the different writing styles for each of those clients. So it gives her a rough draft, and it never gives final work, you know, but it's a 17-year-old intern, you know, but it gives you that rough draft that you're looking for. Okay. And so it learns based on if you keep it in the folders. And so consistency, it helps ensure consistency in your work and maintain a consistent tone, style, and branding across various pieces of content. Multilingual capabilities, wow, it is fantastic at that. If you need to have, if you do not speak a language, and if you need to like add some language into it, it is amazing how accurate it is right now. There's a lot of people that I work with that are that there's like a Spanish person. So anyways, I will give like these different draft ideas like, hey, does this work right? And they're like, that is absolutely correct. You must be fluent in Spanish. I'm like, no, I am not. I got it from, you know, kind of thing. So it's absolutely worked. Innovation. So by incorporating AI into your creative process, you're not just keeping up with the latest technology, but you're also pushing the boundaries of what's creatively possible. And so AI can facilitate experimentation and innovation for your work. And remember, I can't say this enough, it is not here to replace your creativity. It is here to amplify it. These tools are your partners in creativity. Okay, so what is ChatGPT? So we are going to talk about this. And so hold on, let me check this chat. Okay, fantastic. Okay, and so it's important to do this because I really do want to do some breakouts. So if anyone's used these things. Okay, so what is ChatGPT and its applications? So we all know, so ChatGPT, GPT is the generative pre-trained transformer. And it's trained on a massive data set of text from the internet, allowing it to understand and generate human-like text in response to prompts and questions. The ChatGPT is unique in that it's designed for engaging in text-based conversations, making it a versatile AI tool. And the best way, and we'll talk about this more in prompts, but the best way to deal with this program is to treat it like a human. If it makes a mistake, be like, hey, that's not exactly what I asked you to do. You know, I'd rather have you do this or this. And it'll be like, hey, sorry, thanks for correcting me. And it will correct. So the best way to do is to talk to it like a human. And don't be mean. You're being mean to a computer. There's no reason to be mean to a computer, okay? And so applications of ChatGPT. So you can, there's content generation, you can ask it questions, you can brainstorm with it. You can do character dialogue, you can do learning, language translation, you can do learning and research. But the most important things are what's now available within the plugins, and I will show that to you. And so now ChatGPT has all of these different amazing plugins that are built into it, which is absolutely fantastic. And so what we are going to do now is we are going to do some scenarios. Okay. So I am going to share. I think it's just best to, I think it's best to just share everything. That worked super well last night. So let's just do my desktop. All right, fantastic. Okay. So we are going to do scenario 1. And it's all based on how well my internet's working today. Okay. So this is ChatGPT. Like I said, everything is not, so there's ChatGPT 3.5 and ChatGPT 4.0. With 4.0, you only get 40 messages every 3 hours. If you're a paying premium, it's way less if you're not a paying premium. And there are also plugins that you can install inside of it as well. And so for the plugins, and these are all free, okay? But you can install different plugins. Wow, 131 pages now to ensure. So ChatGPT stopped utilizing data, I believe in 2021, maybe 2022. And so you now can have different plugins to make it search the web. So all of the information can be up to date. But all of these are free. And so I would absolutely say if you're going to be doing it, playing around with that. And something else that's really cool now with it is ChatGPT has these amazing, we just did Cosmic Dream last night in my class, but these amazing new embeds that are available. And so Dolly will talk about today, but 100% like go play around with these. The negotiator is amazing. If you are looking to like create a logical argument with someone and to like give you some ideas. Dream was like a fun, like some fun one last night. So go play around with these things. They're absolutely amazing. Okay. But we are going to do some scenarios and we're going to do these live. And I have not done this before, so we're going to see what ChatGPT does. Okay. And again, remember, this is all inside of your thing. So content creation. So we are a content writer tasked with creating engagement social media posts. We're going to have ChatGPT with a topic, and we're going to
Liv, mine is frozen. Did it?
Mine is too. I'm just
Okay. Okay.
Jessica. Let's see if we can get her unfrozen. It looks like we lost Jessica. So why don't we take a 5-minute break and I'll try to get her back on and then we'll come back. So let's just take a quick 5-minute break, everybody.
Donald Appleberry, I have a question for you while we're on break, because it sounds like you're pretty familiar with 23.
Sure.
So maybe I'll take it offline because I know ChatGPT too. But I looked at that negotiator she had. But let me just I'll write you.
Okay.
Do it while everybody's on.
sorry about that. Like I said, my internet is so wonk. Okay, we are going to try this again.
We're good.
Okay. All right. So, all right. So last night for our class, we came up with a shoe company. and it was called Soul Travelers. It was a shoe company that is designed for like 70 plus year olds, that has wearable ink. It comes in like five retro styles. It has wearable or e-ink, so you can like change the shoe based on an app. So it's like a subscription model, but it also has like various IoT in it. So you can have like IoT to check your heart rate and your steps, IoT if you ever lose your shoes, IoT if you ever have like, as a loved one, if your parent has like dementia or Alzheimer's, they can always track them, you know, kind of thing. So it was like the fusion between the old and the new coming together in technology and awesomeness, and not like old style shoes, but sexy shoes to make you feel awesome and in style. So, okay. So about a shoe company called Soul Travelers. They are an innovative shoe company that combines technology, IoT devices to check your heart rate, steps, location, and also has e-ink. And if no one knows what e-ink is, it's an absolutely fantastic technology, emerging tech. It goes into clothing. And so it's inside of the clothes, and you can change the pattern with the e-ink through an application, but through tech. So you could have one shirt for the rest of your life, and it would be a different shirt every single day for the rest of your life. So that is e-ink inside of the shoes to allow the user to change the style of the shoes daily. So it is technology meets comfort, meets innovation, geared towards folks 70 plus. Okay, let's see what it writes. So hello, Facebook community. Today, I'm thrilled to introduce you to a groundbreaking innovation in footwear, Soul Travelers. This isn't just any shoe company. It's a revolution at the intersection of technology, comfort, and style, especially designed for age 70 above. What makes Soul Travelers so unique? Hey, it's integrated IoT technology. Imagine shoes that do more than just protect your feet. Soul Travelers are equipped with cutting-edge IoT devices that monitor your heart rate, count your steps, and even track your location. This is more than just a shoe. It's a health companion that keeps you informed about your physical well-being. E-ink innovation. Bored of wearing the same style of shoes every day? I know I am. Soul Travelers has a solution. With your integrated e-ink technology, you can change the design of your shoes with just a few clicks. Whether you're feeling classic, trendy, or bold, your shoes can match your mood and outfit every single day. Unmatched comfort. We understand that comfort is key, especially as we age. That's why our shoes are designed for superior cushioning, support, and a fit that feels tailor-made. Whether you're going for a walk, running errands, or just enjoying a day out, your feet will feel as light as a feather. Perfect for the 70 plus community. At Soul Travelers, we believe that age is just a number. Our shoes are specifically geared towards the 70 plus community, combining ease of use, safety features, and style versatility. We're here to support your active lifestyle and keep you connected with the latest technology. So join us on this exciting journey where technology meets comfort and innovation. Step into the future with Soul Travelers and experience the ultimate blend of style and smart technology. Your feet deserve the best, and we're here to deliver just that. Okay, so you can see it's a fun first draft. You know, I would change a lot of that kind of thing. I'd add some other things in. I would personally take out the emojis because it's not very good for accessibility, but it's fantastic. That's a 17-year-old who just, gave you a quick draft. Okay, let's do another one. So brainstorming. So we are a screenwriter working on a new film script facing a creative block. So ChatGPT can help us suggesting plot twists, character development, and even dialogue snippets. We're going to skip this one because I put an entire breakout of this because I loved it so much. So hold on. So marketing copy. As a marketer, you can use ChatGPT to craft compelling ad copy or email subject lines. Ooh, it can provide multiple options for A/B testing. And so okay, so write me an introductory email for soul travelers, giving me at least 4 options for the subject line, for 4 subjects of the subject line. The goal of the email would be to introduce the product, but also to push people to our website to purchase. Okay. Okay, so subject line options: step into the future, discover Soul Traveler's revolutionary smart shoes, transform your walk, unveil the innovation of Soul Traveler shoes, experience comfort and tech like never before with Soul Travelers. Ready for shoe innovation? Meet Soul Travelers, where style meets technology. And so we talk a lot about this in our digital strategy class, but whenever you're doing like A/B testing, and A/B testing comes into anything, when you're doing like copy or writing or anything, especially when you put any money into it for your ROI, you have to test everything. And so for this, now you have 2 different A/B tests that you can now do, which is fantastic. And then it sends you an entire email. I mean, I'm not going to read this thing, but you can see this, like, it's a fantastic draft, right? And if you're having any like blocks and you just have to get something out, it is wonderful to give you a starting point. Do you have to edit it? Yes, of course you do. But the important point is that it gives you somewhere to start. Okay, so now we are going to talk about pro writing. And so going back to the PowerPoint. Okay, so going back to the PowerPoint, what is pro writing aid? Like I said, I love this one. So pro writing aid in the context of AI tools is a category of software designed to assist writers in the early stages of the writing process. And it's not even in the early stages of the writing process. Like, I use it and I'm in way later stages of the writing process because it helps you copyright, it helps you, or copy edit, and it helps you just refine and perfect everything and ensure that like your tone and everything is correct. So what it does, it can generate ideas, it can help spark creativity in providing prompts, topic suggestions, structure and organization. It assists in structuring your writing by suggesting outlines and frameworks. It ensures that your content flows logically and coherently, making it easier for your readers to follow your ideas. It checks your grammar and style to ensure that, so it comes with advanced grammar and style checking capabilities, and they can help you spot and correct grammar errors, punctuation issues, even provide suggestions. And people ask, you know, why is it that you're using pro writing versus Grammarly? And it's really also the reports that it pops out. It's amazing. I can't say it enough. So it's absolutely amazing. Vocabulary enhancements. It can suggest synonyms and antonyms and precise words to enrich your vocabulary and make your writing more engaging. And not only that, it really is the reports, and we'll look at those. Plagiarism detection. Don't plagiarize someone. I can't say, you know, kind of thing. But if you did, it will detect it. So tone and style suggestions, depending on your audience or purpose. And there's some really pretty things that it does too, and we'll get to that. And so exploring how you can make the most of it, of pro writing aid in your writing process. Make sure you set clear goals. And so you want to define what your writing goals and objectives are. You know, are you creating an academic essay, marketing copy, creative story, a movie script? You need to know the purpose, so the tool will help you more effectively. Collaborate with it. It is your assistant, okay? It will give you, if it finds something that is like weak language, it will give you multiple options. Work
It looks like we've lost Jessica again. Let's give her a few seconds to see if she'll come back. And if not, we'll take that break.
I am back. I am now on the good internet. So,
We're
oh
good.
my God, I'm sorry. You just, again, you think that you're going to have like fantastic internet nowadays, even in larger cities, and you just don't get it. Infrastructure, right? Okay. Back to where I was. Okay. So now we are going to talk about DALL-E and Midjourney. And if no one's ever used these, I love these programs. I love them so much. Okay. So DALL-E is a highly advanced AI model designed to if you're a fan of John Oliver Last Week Tonight, he did an entire thing about DALL-E like a year ago. And the John Oliver and Cabbage skit at the end of the episode is fantastic. I would absolutely go watch it. But anyways, DALL-E is a highly advanced AI model designed to generate images from textual descriptions. It's a sibling model to GPT-3, the language model. But however, instead of generating text, DALL-E takes a textual input and produces images that align with the description provided. This opens up a world of possibilities for visual storytelling, graphic design, and creative content creation. Midjourney is like DALL-E and uses Discord in particular to power the platform. How do they work? They operate based on a deep learning framework known as generative adversarial networks. So a simplified breakdown of the operation: input text description. You provide them with a textual description of what you want to visualize. That could be a detailed sentence or even a short paragraph. Image generation. They then interpret the text and generate an image that matches the description. It combines elements, concepts, and objects to create coherent visual representation. Versatile creativity. What's remarkable is their ability to generate images from a wide range of prompts, from a 2-story pink house shaped like a shoe to futuristic cityscape at night. It can bring diverse, imaginative ideas to life. And so applications of DALL-E and Midjourney. So graphic designers can use them to quickly visualize concepts and ideas for marketing materials. Concept art, and this would be fantastic for filmmakers, but artists and illustrators can use them to explore and expand their creative visions by turning textual descriptions into visual artworks. I know whenever I'm having like a little bit of a problem world building, I will tell it like a scene that I have inside of my head, and so I'll describe the scene and then it'll just like give me all of these different options of what the scene is that I'm trying to describe. And it's beautiful what it does. Okay. So storytelling, writers and authors can use it as creative visual aids for their stories or novels, helping readers better immerse themselves. Marketing and advertising, you can leverage them to generate unique and attention-grabbing visuals for campaigns and advertisements. And the limitations and ethical considerations, again, remember I said that when OpenAI took all of that data that was publicly available online, they took a lot of art, okay? And it's being like sought like in the courts right now, and the courts will decide. And should the creators and creatives be monetized for the data that the AI has learned on? Yes, they should be, right? They should be 100%, kind of thing. What does that look like? How does that work? That is for the courts to decide, but whenever you're doing something, a lot of people will say like, make me a style or make me a graphic in the style of an artist. Okay. And I would say, just don't do that. It's not nice. It's not ethical. And you're really just like hurting someone that put all of that art out there. Okay. So now we are going to use DALL-E and Midjourney. Let's use DALL-E and Midjourney. Okay. I love DALL-E, but it was so slow the other day. So someone give me an idea. Someone in the chat, give me something. Give me an idea to make. Something crazy. I'm just gonna make something if no one gives me anything. Okay, I will make something. All right. Ooh, nautical space. Oh, well, I'll take it. Let's see. There you go. Okay. Nautical space. what's that? What's it gonna do? So, okay, all right. So your quest for nautical space brings to mind a unique and imaginative concept, the blending of maritime elements and space-themed backdrop. This can involve elements such as a classic sailing ship navigating through a star-filled cosmic environment, celestial bodies resembling ocean waves, or perhaps astronauts dressed in nautical attire. Let me create a visual representation of that idea. Ooh, a few ideas. Take it. Okay, here are two images that depict the concept of nautical space. Each one illustrates a classic sailing ship navigating through a cosmic adventure, complete with astronauts in nautical attire. The visual fusion of maritime and space themes creates a surreal and imaginative scene. Feel free to explore these images to see which capture your image or vision of nautical space. Oh, okay, this is a lot. Okay, I didn't know what to do with this one. Certainly, when it comes, oh, right. Okay, so now make art for that. So now make art of that. Is it doing it? So now make art of that, please. Be nice to your AI. Be nice to it. Don't be mean. It's a computer, you know? What is it? Who said it? It's an Emerson quote. Your opinion of the world says more about you than the world itself. So, all right. So it's creating an image. Let's see what it comes up with. Creating an art piece that encapsulates the innovative ideas of fuel technology is a fascinating task. I will create an image that visually represents a blend of these futuristic fuel concepts. Imagine a scene that combines elements like algae bioreactors, hydrogen fuel cells, solar panel fusion reactors, and more, all integrated into a harmonious and futuristic landscape. Let's see what that vision could look like. So here are two images that depict a futuristic landscape, showcasing a variety of innovative fuel concepts, from bioreactors to hydrogen fuel cells, solar panels, and nuclear fusion reactors, and more. Each element is integrated into a harmonious and sustainable vision of the future. Okay, I'd really like to actually live here. I'm just saying, like, this looks like a fun place to live. And so explore these images to see how differently energy technologies might coexist in an advanced, eco-friendly world. Okay. So that's DALL-E. It is going super fast today. That is fantastic. It was so slow yesterday. So if you're using Midjourney, okay, so this is Midjourney. And oh, this is last night in our class. So we were thinking of like shoe concepts for e-ink. And this is what it popped up with. Oh, where are the other ones? This isn't all of it. Okay. I guess it just didn't keep it. Anyways, so if you are using Discord, you want to set up your own personal channel for Discord, because otherwise lots of people can just see your stuff and it's incredibly annoying. Okay. And so Discord or Midjourney is totally different from DALL-E. For Midjourney, you want to invite the bot into your channel. And then it is just reloading this, and then it is going to sit in your channel. Okay, just seeing if anything reloaded. Nothing, seriously? There were some really fun things. I deleted it. Okay. All right, so let's do, so the way that this one works is you do imagine for your prompt, and then you can put things in. So let's see what it gives for nautical space. This one is way faster. So there's two different pricing models with Midjourney. I believe that there is a $35 a month one and a $10 or $15 a month one. And it just depends on how often you use it. So if you use Midjourney all the time, absolutely get the $35 a month one. Because it's all based on how often. So if you use Midjourney at 2 a.m., you know, Pacific time, right, when no one else is using Midjourney in the United States, then it's going to be way cheaper. Okay. If you use Midjourney when it is like high time, so like 6 p.m. on the East Coast where I am right now, it like that's how the funding breaks down. So I'm using the high moments. And so so that's why you have to pay more money. But if you're utilizing the service when it's not being used, kind of like an electricity company, wash your clothes at night, kind of thing. Plug your car in at night. Don't do it during like the day, all that jazz. Okay, so fuel ideas. And so you can see that it pops out 4 of them and it automatically gives everything into squares. But you can also do like wide and tall. So the dimensions of a phone, you just need to tell it that. Okay. And then what's really fascinating about this one, I prefer Midjourney to Dolly. Okay. I just like the art that it comes up with more. I like the implications of what it can do more. But what these mean for the V1, 2, 3, and 4 is they will create versions of those. And then the U, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. No. Fuel ideas. Come on. That's not very good. Okay. It will upscale it. Okay. So if you wanted to actually like use it in a piece of art, if you wanted to like download it, throw it into an Illustrator, work with it, kind of thing, then you would need to upscale it as much as possible. Okay. So we can show you what the versions look like when they pop. And then this is not good. I'm going to say like, let's do imagine. Prompt. All right. All right. Okay. This is fantastic. Oh, this is fantastic. Okay. This is fantastic. Okay. Donald has used these before. Okay. Fantastic. And so it's just cute. So I'm cute right now because I have all of these different things working. And so you can see what happens. So I asked for 4 different versions of these. And so it takes your original image and then it gives you 4 different versions of the original image, maybe if my internet is fine. And so 4 different versions of the original image. So then you can, see some other ideas that it can bring up. And so that's just beautiful. And it's completely different styles of art. It's just stunning what it can do. It's beautiful. Wow, this is really pretty. It's really pretty. And so if you wanted to upscale something, let's just say that we wanted to upscale number 2. Oh, well, I guess I'm upscaling that one. Sure, why not? Okay, I'm upscaling that one. If you wanted to upscale it, this is where it gets really interesting. And all of these, aesthetic. I see. Okay, we'll see what it, okay. Oh, this is what it created. Film production, luxury. Okay, let's try to do it with aesthetic instead. See, I think actually this is the thing where Dolly's better at this. So here, Dolly's actually better for logos, and you'll see why. Midjourney is better for like more concept art. Okay. And so while this is working, I'm gonna pop up. Okay. I think if you go away from it, it like crashes. So we're just gonna wait and we're gonna load this one. Midjourney just does everything in the cloud, but sometimes Dolly crashes if you go away from it. So we're just gonna sit with this. And then I will pop over here. Can I just do this? I have no patience. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. See, these are better. So I don't know why, but Dolly is 100% better when it comes to logos. Okay. And so these are fantastic. Let's do it again. So please give me 2 more options. All right. And so while that's working, I'm now going to pop over to Illustrator. If Illustrator wants to pop up. Okay. And everyone can still see my Illustrator, right? Cool. If my computer wants to, cool. If my computer wants to give me Illustrator. Oh, come on. Really? All right. I think there's too much happening. on my computer. Oh, come on. Okay, well, we'll get to Illustrator in a bit. Seriously, this is so sad. Why can't I move you? All right. Anyways, okay, let me crash this and start again. We'll show you Illustrator as well, but Illustrator, what's so great with it is, oh, these are fantastic. Okay, these are lovely. Wow. Okay, give me 4 more options. Wow. More options, please. These are lovely. These are great. So what makes Illustrator so good, and I will relaunch that program, but what makes Illustrator so good is that nowadays, as long as you have 2024, do not be using 2023, but nowadays it creates a vectored file for you. So then you can it's vectored, with all the layers. It's absolutely incredible what it does. And so DALL-E and Midjourney are not going to give you those vectored files, right? Okay. So going back over to this one, see, this is just not nearly as good. But talking about what these things mean, so they're constantly, Midjourney is constantly adding additional things to it. So if you wanted to upscale ×4, it's going to give you the most beautiful image that you can use. This is stunning. This is a very beautiful image, and so interesting. Can you imagine using this for inspiration? For a book or a movie, for a fantasy, you can just see this is a beautiful scene. What are all these lights? Why are there ships on the wall? Kind of thing. Are those planets? Is that a black? I have no idea what this is, and I love it. Yeah, it crashed. Thanks, computer. Thanks, computer. Okay. So nope. Nope. Okay. Okay, we'll come back. Okay, so while that's loading. And so what it also does is it can vary it. And so you can vary the image. And if you wanted to have lots of different things that come from it, you can see what this will do. And then you can also vary the region. So you can draw in for it and zoom. There's lots of different things. I would absolutely play around with it. I love both of these just so much, but you just use them for different things. Oh, that is fantastic. This is lovely. That is a lovely logo. I deeply love that logo. Wow. The problem with DALL-E and with Midjourney is language in images. It cannot do language very well. And so the words, as you can see, it can't spell. And so high-end film production, kind of thing. It just can't spell. And so always keep that in mind. Okay. Wow. This is fantastic. Okay. Clicking out. How do I click out? How do I click out? I have no idea. Oh, there. It was in the corner. Okay. So, that was Midjourney and DALL-E. So what we will now do is we will go back. Would it be different every time if you fed it the same prompt? Yeah, it's going to be different every single time. It's really interesting that you asked that. So let me go back to Midjourney. Let's go. Oh my God, can you go all the way back to the top? Just all the way back to the top. There was, I have to, it's so my internet's just really bad. So there was a time when I was testing it in the very, very, very beginning when I purchased the original license, and I tried to just feed it the same thing to see exactly what would happen. And every single time it would give something new. It would be almost the same thing. It's like if you could imagine the multiverse and different versions of the same scene in a multiverse. Okay, so it's basically kind of the same, but it is absolutely different, right? And so I couldn't get it to recreate the exact same thing, which I found really interesting. Okay, so going back to the PowerPoint, what are prompts? All right, so prompts are really fascinating. And so if anyone goes into the chat, you can see what Donald did, and these are prompts. And so if you are trying to get something exactly what you want. And I really wish that my internet wasn't so horrible right now, because you could see all of the different prompts that I have inside of, oh, you know what? There's actually, hold on. You can also use ChatGPT to create prompts. So you can actually ask it to create prompts for you to use inside of Midjourney or to use inside of DALL-E. And I think that there's a prompt library. Prompt library. Okay. Prompt library. Where do you think it was? So for DALL-E. Prompt Hero. That was absolutely it. Okay. Okay. So from these, awesome. This is exactly it. So if you do this, you can actually see these are the prompts that people used, and it kind of teaches you how to reach the end. There's no, okay. So how about, okay. Logos. Let's just do logos. And so, oh, these are so interesting. Okay, and so you can see everything is based on an art. And if you are really trying to create something, you can find those prompts inside of places like Prompt Hero. But there's libraries all over the internet right now because everyone says that they can like create the best prompts. Okay, you have to pay for this nowadays. That is really unfortunate. Do you have to pay for this nowadays? Yep, everyone's just trying to make a buck in the United States. I can't blame them. Anyways, okay, so what are prompts? So prompts, they used to be free. Maybe you can like sign up for a free account. Anyways, so prompts are the inputs or and I'm sorry, I do have a dog. So if you hear a dog that's drinking water, that's my dog. So prompts are the inputs or instructions you provide to an AI system to guide its creative output. They act as the starting point, the creative spark, the question that prompts the AI to generate content. Think about prompts as the seeds for which your creative ideas grow when interacting with AI. Oh, no, sorry. Now I can go. The role of prompts. Prompts play several crucial roles in your interaction with AI. So direction. Prompts provide clear guidance to the AI system about the type of content or output you desire. They set the creative context and define the boundaries within which the AI operates. Inspiration. Well-crafted prompts can ignite creativity in AI, inspiring it to generate imaginative and relative content that aligns with your vision. And it really is those prompts. Okay. Yes. Yes. And so we are going to take a break in 8 minutes for everyone. And I think that we can get through prompts. And so customization, prompts allow you to customize your AI output according to your specific needs, whether it's generative text, images, music, or other creative ideas. And so crafting effective prompts is both an art and a skill. And so some key principles for crafting prompts: clarity. Ensure your prompts are clear and unambiguous. Clearly convey the type of content you're looking for, especially if you have like a vision inside your head and you want the AI to create something very specific. Okay, you have to be very clear with it and talk to it like a human if it's not giving you exactly what you want. And then specificity, be specific in your prompts instead of vague instructions. Provide precise details, context, and constraints that guide the AI effectively. Creativity, inject creativity into the prompts. Encourage the AI to think outside of the box and explore unique angles, offer fresh perspectives. And iterative approach. Do not hesitate to iterate your prompts. Experiment with different variations to see how they influence the AI's output. Okay. So this is probably the best place to, here, I think I can get done with this one slide. Yeah, okay. So your movie scripts in AI, okay? So this is, I will do this and then we will break for a 15-minute pause. But here's the thing. Okay, so we're gonna explore the fascinating world of AI for crafting engaging movie scripts. or helping you with your script. And so this is a topic of great importance for anyone who's involved in the creative process. And so again, it's not going to be able to write it, but it can help you analyze it. It can show you like gaps in your thinking. And so you don't ask it to write. If you've ever read any of the articles about it, AI cannot write very well, but it can analyze very well. It can analyze if there's any gaps. It can analyze if like the tone changes. It can analyze if the character is compelling. It can analyze like how you can like increase the character's compelling like edge, right? And so script analysis, it can evaluate your script from various angles. It can assess the pacing, the dialogue quality, the character development, and plot structure. Character insights. It can provide insights to your character. It's amazing that it can do that. It will literally, like if you have a character and it knows the script, it will tell you everything about that character. And so if it's popping up with something that you did not intend for that character, you can literally ask it, why did you say that about that character I didn't intend? And we'll give you all of those examples. So then you can go back to your script and be like, oh my God, I did not want my character or book, for me as a writer, like, oh my God, I do not want that character to, feel that way. So now I have to change that because that's fantastic that it caught it for me. Okay. And then genre specific feedback. And so AI models are specialized in specific genres. Whether you're writing the drama, thriller, comedy, AI can offer feedback tailored to the genre's conventions and expectations. Okay. So we are going to end with this. Does anyone have a creative block right now? Okay. Do you put your whole script into it? You can, if you want to, you absolutely can. And so I guess this is like the point where some people are afraid of people taking their work from them. Okay. And I guess like that's the entire thing. And so if I were writing something, I would, I'd probably like do the old fashioned, like send myself a version of it in like a stamped mail. So send it first in a stamped mail that like I can show that I had this before anyone, kind of thing. Or even if you like pay $50, get it. How much is copywriting these? Or it doesn't matter, kind of thing. Just to ensure. That's the only thing that, I would be fearful of, because the AI is learning off of what you give it. But besides that, yeah, I would it depends too. If you are utilizing ChatGPT, you can't put too much into it at a time. So sometimes you'd have to do like scene by scene or chapter by chapter. But if you're inside of Pro Writing Aid, which we will get into, you can put the entire thing. You can upload it, actually, the entire doc, and it can read the entire thing. It takes a long time sometimes if it's super, 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 super big, but then the reports that it pops out for you are insane. Okay. And we'll talk about more about how that actually works. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to have a break for 15 minutes starting at 3:30, 6:30 my time. But does anyone have a creative block? So it would be in the public domain. So that's the entire thing. Would it be in the public domain? No, it would not be in the public domain at all. Have you given your data to OpenAI? Yes, you have given your data to OpenAI. So now OpenAI has that piece of data somewhere in some data center around the planet. I think OpenAI only is using like in the United States data centers. I'm not too sure. Doesn't matter. Anyways, and so yes, it's inside of that data center. Is it in the public domain? No, not at all. Not in any way, shape, or form. And that's the entire thing that's happening with the courts right now, because that's what's working its way through. And that's what people are obsessed about on the Hill is, who owns what. And so is it in the public domain? No. Will the AI use whatever you've given it to learn? Yes. Okay. Okay. Does anyone have a creative block right now? So what I'd like you to do is, if you do have one, email it to me at jpresley@sanfranciscofilmschool.edu, or drop the doc or problem creative block in the chat, and we will analyze it when we get back. Okay. So does anyone have a creative block? You're writing something, you're drawing something, maybe there's a business that you work for, maybe like you have your own small business that you're thinking about and you just can't figure out what it would be, and you really need just someone to help with that creative block. Okay. Think about that and then email it to me, throw it in the chat, throw it in the doc, text it to me. But J Presley at sanfranciscofilmschool.edu or 202-603-0234. And when we come back in 15 minutes, we will discuss, thank you, Liv, Liv's fantastic. We will discuss some creative blocks, okay? So I will see everyone back in 16 minutes because I have OCD and I really need to do it. So at 45 after. Okay, awesome. And coming back. Okay. If anyone, did anyone email me? Let's see. Let me pull up my email, right? Let's see. Ah, okay. All right. Okay. This is not from that though. Okay. Okay. Does anyone, this is from one of my other students. Okay. Does anyone have anything? Creative blocks? Come on, someone's got to have a creative block. Am I the only one with creative blocks? Okay, I will totally give you some creative blocks. All right. So I have, like I said, I'm writing a novel, and I have a scene in the very beginning. It takes place in a different galaxy, in a different solar system, on a different planet. It's a space opera, so it's all over the place, and it's many galaxies, like spanning the entire universe. And so this planet in particular, so it was an advanced planet, and while it was reaching out to the cosmos, it found life on another planet. Okay, while it was like colonizing that planet, and the life on the other planet is a microscopic organism that, when added to humans, gives and they're not humans, but they're bipedal. It doesn't matter. Okay. And so when given to human likes, it gives them magical powers. Okay. And so you have a war that then took place between, hundreds of years go by, and you have people who completely believe, like religiously, that these microorganisms that have given humans magical powers far outweigh and far, are more powerful and more important than the technologically advanced humans, human-like race. They're not humans, okay? And so a war ensues between the two of them, and the tech faction created a doomsday weapon that would kill off everything, every human. But before they could give the antidote to the tech faction, the magic faction released it, and it ends up killing everyone. Okay, so this takes place like 100 years after that event, that everyone is just, the world is chaos. And so you can see that like a huge war ensued on this planet. It is completely it is a relic. It is it's like everything is like destroyed, but you still want it to be that nature is taking over, and you still want to kind of like showcase that it was a different world. And I was having just like a problem kind of envisioning it, because I live on planet Earth, kind of thing. And so it helped me do world building, and I have oh no, my writing's not in here. It's on my external hard drive. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, that's so sad. Okay, I will try to find it. Anyways, and so I will get that external hard drive. I have it somewhere in my bag. Anyways, and so I needed help world building. Okay, so I will share my screen, and I will go to, let's go to, oh, and while I was at this, I can actually show you AI. Illustrator just really does not do good logos, and I cannot get it to make good logos. But what's so fascinating about it, again, is that it's vectorized. And so we'll talk more about this, of like how to utilize it, but it is just doing circles, and it is just not very good. And I think maybe like I need to understand a little bit more about how those prompts are working, because it is not good. Okay. So let's go to Discord. And so like I was having a creative block, and I'm just like, so how about we do this one first? So my creative block, ChatGPT. So how about give me some world building? And I wish that I had my writing folder on my desktop, because I could actually like throw the scene in there. Give me some world building for a scene. It is a scientific sci-fi fantasy. So sci-fi fantasy taking place on a different planet. There are it takes place after a large global war that killed 99% of the population, but not the animals, It specifically targeted human DNA. Large global war that killed 99% of the population through a world-ending weapon, chemical weapon, I guess you could say. Chemical, it's not a chemical, it was magic mixed with tech, but it doesn't matter. Chemical weapon, but not the animals. It's specifically targeted DNA. And so let's just say 50 years later, I'm still really trying to figure out like how many years later it takes place. So 50, this is only the first chapter. We only spend like a very short period of time on this world, but like the amount of world building that you need to do to understand and like write is like epic. We're on this planet for a very short period of time, but you need to know everything about it, right? So 50 years later, the world is in chaos, and not chaos. The world is in shambles, very dystopian, broken architectural skeletons, skeletons of buildings left behind, flora overtaking the cities. Okay. Give me some ideas to world build. What would I find here for animals, flora slash fauna? What would the world look like, smell like, and taste like? Like what does it feel like to live in this world? Okay, this is fantastic. Okay, this is just absolutely lovely. Okay, so this is just, again, you're not asking it to write for you. You're asking it to like give things, because I need to know what it smells like, what it like tastes like, what it's like to live here, and so for example, it's telling me flora and fauna, dominant vegetation. Oh, hold on. Can you edit this? It does not take place on Earth. It is in a foreign galaxy far away. Incorporate like different, new and different species of flora and fauna that you wouldn't oh my God, come on, internet, wouldn't see on Earth. Fantasy, sci-fi. All right. Okay, go. All right. And so now what it will do is it will edit it, because I could see that it's already giving me like way too much Earth stuff, and that's not at all what I'm looking for. So in this distant alien world set in a galaxy far from our own, the landscape has been dramatically reshaped in the 50 years following the catastrophic war. The planet, once teeming with a diverse and vibrant human-like civilization, now lies in ruins, with nature both familiar and bizarre, reclaiming the land. Here are some elements to consider for world building in this unique sci-fi fantasy setting. So exotic vegetation, the dominant plants are unlike anything on Earth. Imagine trees with crystalline leaves that chime in the wind. Ooh, that's so pretty. Enormous sponge-like fungi that absorb and store rainwater. Vines with luminescent flowers that snake through the ruins. Ooh, that's so pretty. Providing a surreal soft glow at night. That is pretty. Bizarre ecosystem. So the city's now overgrown ruins host a range of alien wildlife. Creatures with bioluminescent markings roam the streets, some floating appendages that allow them to navigate the vertically of the crumbling urban landscape. Insect-like beings, large and iridescent, buzz through the air, pollinating strange plants. Unique adaptations. The fauna here have evolved in response to the planet's conditions and the aftermath of the war. Some creatures might have developed natural camouflage that allows them to blend into the overgrown cityscapes, while others might have developed a symbiotic relationship with the alien flora. So sensory descriptions, because remember I asked it, like, what does it taste like? What does it smell like? And so the world is a kaleidoscope of colors with the natural luminescence of plants and animals, creating a vivid dreamlike landscape. The ruins of this is so, like, this is pretty. Like, you can imagine this. This is not what I went with, but you can imagine this, you know? The ruins of the cities are draped in a riot of colors from the flora, contrasting with the dark metallic remnants of buildings. Olfactory, the air is a tapestry of unfamiliar scents, sweet, spicy, pungent aromas from the alien plants mixed with the musty odor of decay from the ruins. Taste, the atmosphere carries a hint of the exotic flora, a taste that is foreign and complex, sometimes sweet and tangy depending on the area of the prevailing vegetation. Auditory, sounds of the world are a symphony of the unfamiliar, the hums and chirps and whistles of alien creatures, rustling of crisp leaves, the occasional collapse of old structures. And then there's like also that hint of danger. I love that. So tactile, the environment is a mix of smooth bioluminescent plant surfaces, rough, corroded metal, and spongy textures that some of the more unusual fungi-like growths. Living in the world. So there are survival challenges. From the sparse survivors, life is a constant adaptation. They must learn to navigate and utilize the alien ecosystem, understanding which plants are safe, how to avoid or coexist with the local fauna, how to use the ruins to their advantage. Shelter. Survivors might live in adapted structures within the ruins using materials that blend with the environment. Some might consider construct homes in the towering tree-like structures or within the vast fungal growths. Societal culture, some communities have merged, each developing its own culture and relationship with the environment. Technology is a mix of the, okay, that's fantastic. Now I can, like, I've got ideas that I can utilize. It's gonna get me past that thing. And so now if I go here, imagine, and so pulling some of this in, well, let's just do this. Let's just take all of this. Let's take this. Let's see what this does. And then what I'm going to do is I am literally going to copy all of this. And we're going to try this, which I know looks and sounds crazy, but we will see what it comes up with. Okay. And so it helps you, and again, you wouldn't use this word for word. It helps you get past it. It helps you think of it in a new way, you know? Like this is pretty. This is very pretty. This is very pretty. if my internet allows it to load. This is very pretty. It's very pretty. And it just like, it allows you, this is not at all what it looks like inside my head, but this is interesting. You know, this is interesting. And what I love about it too, is it gave me a huge gas giant, which is fascinating because mine has a huge gas giant. So that's really interesting that it did that. I guess like most sci-fi and like fantasy just has a gigantic gas giant in the sky. In the sky. Okay, anyways, okay, so the whole point of this exercise was to showcase of how it can help you just get past the creative block. Okay, because everyone gets creative blocks. They're horrible. And sometimes just allowing someone to allow, the AI to think of it, differently. So AI is your creative partner. So imagine, and we just went through all of it. And so I was going to say this first, and then we were going to go through the process together. So it's kind of a little bit backwards, but so imagine it being your power or your partner. And it's an AI-powered creative partnership side. This is where AI can be a game changer. AI models are trained on vast amounts of data, including scripts and literature and storytelling techniques. They can analyze your ideas, identify areas of stagnation, and offer suggestions to overcome the blocks. And so how it can help with creative solutions, it can do plot development. It can propose new plot developments to twist, to inject fresh energy into your script. It can identify where your story might benefit from unexpected turns and twists. Character motivations, it's so good with character motivations. It will actually tell you character-wise for motivations. What is this person's big super objective? And if the super objective is not what you were going for, then you should edit it, and then you can ask it like, how should I edit it to make the super objective this? And we'll give you all different ideas. Dialogue enhancement. So it cannot write dialogue well, and you should never ask it to write your dialogue. But what it can do is it can suggest alternative lines that will help you to align with your character's personality, right? So if you have a specific scene that just the AI will say like, whoa, your character has been talking, a different way this whole time. I've noticed that now your character is talking in this whole new way. Why did that happen? Otherwise, you should edit it, or you should give some reason that this character is acting in a different way. Okay. And it's fantastic at that. Genre adaptation. So if you're writing a specific genre, AI can ensure your script adheres to the genre conventions. And so, there's tropes that go with everything. And apparently, the Greeks wrote every story that can ever be written, which I find absolutely fascinating. But if all of a sudden, you're changing genre, like you're playing into some like tropes that are just, total cliches, the AI will call out those cliches for you, because you don't want to have the cliches in your writing, and we'll call it out and will help you overcome that. And then world building, we just saw it. It absolutely helps with world building. If you need help to know what something smells like, tastes like, what it looks like, what it feels like, if you're in a stump and like you don't have the money, to kind of like go, you should always research on planet Earth. But if you don't have the money to research on planet Earth, it can help you. But if it's like a fantasy or a science fiction that takes place in a different multiverse or a different galaxy, it can give you new, amazing ideas. Okay, and so we did this backwards, kind of thing. So we did this first. So now script analysis with AI. Okay, and so again, does anyone have a script scene that they wrote? If you don't, that's fine. I will go find my hard drive with my writing, and I will use my like a chapter, kind of thing. If no one says that. Okay, so or a scene that you'd like to enhance. So do you have a scene that you'd like to enhance? Is there something that you'd like for it to analyze? And I'm sorry, if you hear a dog that just burped, that's my dog. He makes lots of weird sounds. I apologize. He's so much to say. And so we will analyze it. And if not, I'll use some of my own writing. It's fine. Okay, so let's begin delving into how AI can assist you in analyzing. and how AI can help you analyze your movie script or your writing. Okay. And so, like I said, script structure and also just like writing structure. It can evaluate the overall structure of your writing. It can identify key plot points, character arcs, thematic elements. For example, it can help you visualize the 3-act structure, ensuring that your story unfolds effectively. And I personally, so my favorite book of all time is Jane Eyre, and I really love that Jane Eyre has not just like one character arc, but multiple character arcs of Mr. Rochester. And so it will also help you like create the multiple character arcs for you. And, you know, because sometimes people do get blocked and they're like, I just know one arc. How can I make this way more complex, you know, kind of thing. Especially if you're writing something that's like 1,200 pages long. And so it will help you with that. Dialogue quality. So it can assess the quality of your dialogues. It can identify redundant phrases, unnatural speech patterns, and consistencies to the character voice. This helps you fine-tune your characters' interactions to make them more authentic. Character development. It can provide insights to the character development and analyze how each character evolves throughout the script, highlighting moments where further depth and growth may be needed. And then genre-specific feedback. They're often AI models are often trained on a wide range of genres. This means that you can provide feedback tailored to the specific genre of your script, you know, whether it is romance, thriller, sci-fi, horror, or any other genre. Not only can it identify areas of improvement, but it can also offer concrete suggestions. Again, it is your 17-year-old intern. It is not going to write it for you, but it can help you analyze it. It can help you think outside of the box. So pacing and tension. If your script lacks tension or have pacing issues, AI can propose adjustments to build anticipation and maintain audience engagement. And Pro Writing Aid is so fantastic with that. It will actually show you in a little graph where it is slow and where it is fast. And it will show you like if you're writing a horror, you like the vast amount of horrors do like this pattern. And if you're not kind of like following the pattern, it can like show you to follow a little bit, you know, more in line with if like you're writing a Stephen King horror, you know, something like that. Or if you're trying to do something totally different, it will tell you what this pattern is. So if you're writing like a science fiction horror, it can literally say like, hey, I see this as more science fiction, but you're writing horror. So is that what you're trying to do? And you can be like, yes, it is. Thank you for noticing that, AI. Conflict resolution. It can suggest ways to resolve conflicts or dilemmas in your story, ensuring that your plot progresses smoothly. This is absolutely super fantastic. When I hand over my writing to humans, I always like ask, is this believable? Is the trauma believable? Is the scene believable? You know, is it believable? And that is something that AI is not good at doing, though. And so it's great with conflict resolution. It will give you like those ideas, you know, but a human being who has lived through trauma, who has lived through heartache, joy, hate, jealousy, is going to understand that so much more than an AI can. But an AI will give opportunities to show different ways that the character can resolve those conflicts. So you really do need to use them hand in hand. And then enhancing character dynamics. AI can provide insights into character interactions and dynamics, suggesting changes to strengthen relationships or conflicts between, wait, didn't I just say that? No, between the characters. And then visual descriptions. And you saw this earlier when I was doing this with world building, but it can assist in enhancing visual descriptions, helping you create a more vivid and cinematic experience for your readers and future viewers. Cinematic elements. It can also provide advice on incorporating cinematic elements into your script, such as like camera angles, shot angles, and lighting cues, which is really, really fantastic. And we're going to get into shot angles a little bit later, but it's fascinating what it can do for shot angles. Okay, so like I said, we're going to put these concepts into practice and we're going to engage in a practical exercise. And then we're going to explore how AI tools can assist in achieving your creative vision. So through this exercise, you'll gain hands-on. Okay, so basically, does anyone have anything that they'd like to have analyzed? Ooh, so much chat. Hold on, I'm so sorry. Anyone here? I will stop sharing.
Anthony has something that he would like to use. He was going to send
Ooh.
it to you.
Oh my God, I love it. I'm so excited.
Email.
Okay. Okay. Ooh, okay. Oh, all right. Okay. I'm so excited. Anthony, yes. Oh, this is fantastic. Okay, I'm super excited about this. Okay, so let me go to my Gmail and let me get that. Oh, did you drop it in the chat, the doc? Or did you send it to my email? Oh, trying now. Awesome. Okay, cool. Awesome. I'm really excited to do this. And if it's formatted in a certain way, I'll just like upload it into Pro Writing Aid, and we will try Pro Writing Aid, and we will also try ChatGPT. Okay. So still waiting. I will throw in my email again. Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay. Okay, so it's a PDF, so I just need to convert it to a Word. Open with Word. So just let that convert. Okay, files as. Okay. Okay. Okay, awesome. So we are going to do these. And so I will now share my screen again. Okay. Share my desktop. Okay. So I will share my screen again. And oops. Okay. So we are first going to go to Pro Writing Aid, and I'm going to upload a doc. Yep. Select desktop, Nano V2. Okay. And we are going, is this a general script for Anthony? Or is this kind of like, is there a specific thing that you're thinking of, like a specific genre?
Yeah, it's a genre. Imagine Yellowstone in California in around the turn of the last century, or the 20th century, 19th and 20th century.
Okay, let's keep it as a script then, and then we are going to do US English. It's US English, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. So while that's going, it's going to like think of everything. And then inside of this, so when you're talking to ChatGPT, you have to treat it like a human. Okay. So I am going to give you a script I am working on. I'd like you to analyze it. And what did you say, Anthony? It's in the style of, you said Yellowwood?
Yellowstone, like in the style of maybe an epic.
Epic?
Historical epic, maybe.
Historical epic. Epic like the show Yellowstone. I'd like you to tell, so let's just do that. So okay, so hold on. Okay, so absolutely, now it's ready. Oops, that's not correct. Hold on. And so now here, I'm gonna take all of it. Okay. Okay, so first, your script prevents a vivid and engaging opening to what promises to be a rich historical epic. Here's an analysis focusing on various elements. So setting, oh, come on. Going too fast. Setting in historical context. The script effectively establishes a historical setting with specific references to locations and dates. You've got Martin Ranch, Carmel, California, 1893, San Francisco, 1906. This helps ground the story in a specific time and place, which is crucial for historical epics. Opening scene. The opening scene with the hanging man is powerful and immediately sets a dynamic tone. It's a strong visual that captures attention and sets the stage for a story with high stakes and deep emotional undercurrents. Character introduction. So the introduction of James Martin as a determined and possibly troubled protagonist is well executed. His reaction to the hanging man revealed to be his father. Ooh, God, wow. Okay, so adds depth to the character from the onset. Dialogue. The dialogue feels period appropriate and helps in character development. For instance, Nora's interaction with Margaret and Henry Eaton at the department store reveals much about her character. She's independent, a bit sardonic, and not afraid to speak her mind. Is that what you were going for? So independent, sardonic, and not afraid to speak her mind?
Exactly. Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay. Visual, that's fantastic. Because if it wasn't, then you'd have to rethink, like, why did it think that? And now I need to change it. So visual storytelling. Your script shows a strong sense of visual storytelling with descriptive scenes that paint a clear picture of the setting and characters. For example, the description of San Francisco walking up and the bustling activity of Nod Hill is vivid and engaging. Plot and themes. The script hints at various themes like class differences and struggles of women in that era and family dynamics. The plot seems to be a setting for multiple narrative threads, which is typical of epics. Character dynamics. The interaction between Nora and Henry introduces a potential romantic or at least significant relational subplot. Their dialogue is witty and reveals a lot about their personalities and social positions. Is that what you were going for with that?
Yeah, like a cute meet between people from opposite sides of the tracks, so to speak.
Fantastic. Okay, because again, if that wasn't what you were going for, that would be something that you'd have to fix. But you did it incredibly well because it picked it out. Historical accuracy. While the script feels authentic in its setting, ensuring historical accuracy in terms of language, societal norms, and physical settings will be crucial. Researching the area thoroughly will provide depth and authenticity. And this is somewhere where you can actually ask it to do research for you later, right? So you can be like, hey, what was it like during this time? Give me like some, what was it like during in San Francisco? And it will literally start giving you ideas that you can utilize and then incorporate into your script. I would say this, sometimes ChatGPT makes things up and sometimes it lies. So I don't know why, it is what it is. And so whatever it gives you, make sure that you double check that for historical accuracy, okay? And then pacing. The pacing in this expert is brisk, moving quickly between scenes and introducing characters efficiently. This works well for grabbing the audience's attention early on. Overall, your script has a strong start with compelling characters, and intriguing plot, and a rich historical setting. As you develop the script further, maintaining the balance between historical authenticity and narrative engagement will be key. Also, exploring the deeper motivations and backgrounds of your main character will add layers to the story. Okay, so that did a fantastic job. Now, this is different. Okay, this is an absolutely different style of program. And so we specifically want to look at the reports. Okay. And so what this will do is it will go through everything that you have. Okay, so your movie scripts you're not looking for grammar and spelling for movie scripts, kind of thing. If you were a writer, you'd really care about those. You don't care about that in scripts, okay? So I would be obsessing about these numbers, but you should not be obsessing about those numbers.
Okay.
Instead, wow, so where your document looks great, 82% of the goals are achieved. So style score at 91%. And if you go over it, you can actually click to read more about the reports. And so even if we can just like pop into it and we'll show you how to like fix everything that happens. Okay. Readability grade is 2, glue index 39%, weak adverse, like this is good. This is very good. This is strong. So where it needs some work, again, this is a script. You're not writing a novel. And so grammar score at 33, spelling score at 47, and sentence length at 6.4. You don't need to worry about these things.
Wow.
And so then when you start going through, you can see like all of the different like reports that pop out, and you can see all of the different the things that you're using specifically more. And so sometimes like if you're using too many of these bad adverbs per like 1,000, you can see what other people do. So the average for a great script, you can see what other people are doing for these averages. And so you can be thinking about that. Engagement score is 100%. Wow, that is amazing. That is amazing. So sentence length, you can see exactly how this is working. And you can also like see on your pacing, of what's happening, which is fantastic. Sentence variety, and that is great. Sentence distribution. So you can see again what the normal scripts are. You can see that I write a lot of fantasy, so I'm constantly asking for like J.R. Tolkien kind of thing. You're not writing a fantasy though, so don't listen to mine. It has learned all about me, but it would learn all about you if this was yours. And so readability check. Wow, that is fantastic. And what's so good about this is because this means that so the lower it is, the more people can understand it. Right. And it's constantly yelling at my readability. It's constantly saying, stop being so, kind of thing. But this is fantastic for television because this means that everyone in America will understand it. They will get it. And that's fantastic. And so sentence structure. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. So this is like conjunction start usage, the ings, so much, acronym consistency, repeats. These are your word clouds. Are Henry and Margaret your two main characters?
No, no, her name is Nano.
Nano.
Nano is the main character. Margaret is the Nano's boss.
Okay. Fantastic. Okay, and so then when you're looking at this too, if you go into advanced reports, this is really when you start getting into the fun things. And so are there any cliches? There's no cliches in your dialogue. That's fantastic. That's amazing. So no cliches. And I'm sorry, like my husband and I are both sick. So if you hear us coughing or sniffling, we got some mystery bug from the Midwest. It's just the worst cold of the whole year. So alliteration. All right. We've got some like lovely alliterations happening. Ditch, digger, sound of several, so this is really pretty too. So I love to add alliteration into my writing because when someone hears those things, it's like music almost that they can read and follow along. And so you have some lovely ones that are happening, which is fantastic.
What do you mean by alliteration?
Yeah, so it's the way it's like music. And so if you're listening to it, so for example, so ditch, digger, sound of several, his horse, frame from the front, kind of thing. And so, and so it's the way, so when you're reading these things, the brain will like put music to it, and so it's like, and it can even be, so someone who's really good at it was like Jane Austen was super good at it. But it's like even sometimes of the tongue twisters can be like just extreme alliteration. And so anyways, so it's music to the ear basically. And then we have the homonyms, which if my internet really wants it to do this. Okay, let's see what I got. Okay, and then you can see, oh, this is great. And so then you can see all of the different like word usage, how many times you used your words, which is fantastic. You just have a really strong, consistency. Let's see consistency. Okay, just a capitalization consistency, but that's like script. This is really good. You've worked really hard on this. Have you worked hard on this? This looks really good.
Thanks. Yeah, I would say it's probably second or third draft. But again, it's just the opening of this pilot episode.
Sure. So. And so looking at your pacing, you have 0 slow pacing. zero pacing, like slow pacing paragraphs. So it's just like it's fast. And this is something too, did you mean it to be fast? Like,
yeah, in the opening part, I wanted to set the, the dramatic tone at this ranch, because I envision that the first season would be kind of take place in San Francisco, ends with the earthquake where this Harry Eaton is going to get killed after he proposes to, Nano, and then James Martin, Nano will eventually meet James Martin, and they'll live life down on the ranch in Carmel. And that's where
I love it. I love it. And you can tell that you did it expertly because it knew what you were doing. Okay. And then the sensory report, ooh, this is good. You have sight, sound, and taste in it, which is fantastic. Not a lot of people do that, so that's wonderful. And then while you're looking at it, it will actually highlight where in the script are your sensories. So if you didn't have a lot of sensories, that would be like the world building element to add those more into it. And then let's check for plagiarism. You'll be like, I wrote this all.
No way. No way.
I wrote this all. Don't you
Go
dare.
ahead. Go ahead.
It's really thinking. It's really thinking. It doesn't know. My internet's also very slow.
It's going to have to work pretty hard to find.
All right. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, cool. So yeah, I think I actually broke it. So, okay, cool. So basically what this is this showcases what happens, how you can utilize AI to make your writing stronger. Okay, how you can allow it to analyze your work, to find out if there are any places for you to improve in your work, or, like if you just have this fantastic, opening scene like Nathan has, then it will just tell you exactly what you want to hear, which is that you have a fantastic opening scene. Okay, so again, it is here to help. It is not here to replace. It is here to assist you, and always remember that. And just embrace it. I can't say it enough. Okay, shot list.
Jessica, sorry.
Yep. Sure.
Donald had a question.
Oh, sure.
The scripts.
Oh, sorry. Let's see. Donald, but how does it define a great script? Oh, so it's not going to define a great script. It's not going to say like, this is good, this is bad. Maybe that's important. So how about this? So, is there anything I can do to make this better? Oh, what does it say?
Good question.
So your script is off to a strong start, but there are areas to consider for enhancement. Here are some suggestions. So deepen the characters' backstories. So as the script, this is an opening scene. So I would just say, I'd say, ChatGPT, what is this? This is the very opening. So as the script progresses, gradually reveal more about the character's past motivations. This can add depth and complexity to their actions and decisions. For instance, understanding more about James Martin's relationship with his father could add layers to the character. Enhance scene descriptions. While your scene descriptions are vivid, you could further enrich them with sensory details. Describe not just what you've seen, but how it's heard and smelled. So I would just like to say that ChatGPT is not doing a very good job here, because Pro Writing Aid actually told you that you did a great job with your sensory. So I would just like to say, remember, they're a 17-year-old intern. They're not a human. Okay. Dialogue subtlety. While your dialogue is strong, ensure it remains nuanced. Sometimes what characters don't say is as powerful as what they do say. Subtext can be a powerful tool, especially in historical dramas where societal norms are often contained direct expression. That's actually really interesting. So instead, sometimes what it's trying to say, so if you, instead of doing dialogue, sometimes a look or a movement or like body language, using that instead of the dialogue, which that's a really interesting suggestion. Historical details, continue to weave in historical details that lend authenticity to the story. Be cautious, however, not to let those details overshadow the narrative. They should enhance, not distract. Interweaving storylines, given the epic nature of the script, you likely have multiple storylines. Ensure these are interwoven smoothly and contribute to the overall narrative arc. Each subplot should have a clear connection to the main story and add thematic depth. Character development arcs, develop clear arcs for your main character. Where do they begin emotionally, socially, morally, and where do they end up? The evolution can be a powerful aspect of the story. Pacing and structure, monitor the pacing throughout the script. While a brisk start is good, there should be variations in pace to allow for character development and to let pivotal scenes breathe. Thematic consistency, ensure that the themes introduced early on are explored and developed throughout the script. Themes like family dynamics, societal norms, and personal freedom seem to be emerging and could be expanded upon. Conflict and tension, continue to build conflict and tension both internally within the characters and externally without the interactions or through their interactions and circumstances. Conflict is the engine of drama and keeps the audience engaged. And then feedback and revision. Finally, getting feedback from others, especially those knowledgeable about screenwriting and historical period, can provide new insights. Be open to revising and refining the script based on constructive feedback. And so I would say, can it tell you if it's a good script? No, because it's a computer. It's not human. It's not a human. So it doesn't feel anything, but it can analyze things. It can say, where something is, if there are any plot holes, it can tell you, if you're using any cliches, it can tell you all of those things, but it can't tell you if it's good. It can't tell you if it's bad. It doesn't have an opinion. It doesn't feel, right? And so always be thinking about that. It's a 17-year-old intern that's also a robot, has no emotions, but brings you coffee. Okay, shot list. All right. So we are on slide 28 of 39. We are making fantastic time. And so we should be able to get through all this. So in filmmaking, shot list is detailed document. You all know what it is. How can it help you? So scene analysis, like you just saw, it can analyze your script or your storyboards. If you want to do storyboards, you have to use ChatGPT 4.0 and then make sure that you're utilizing DAL. It's a whole thing. So just make sure that you pay for it. It can identify key elements with each scene, such as characters, props, locations, helping you create a comprehensive list of what needs to be captured. Shot composition. It can offer suggestions for shot composition based on the emotional tone and narrative context of each scene. It can recommend camera angles and framing and movement to enhance the visual storytelling. Location scouting, it can assist in scouting locations by analyzing the script's descriptions and provide recommendations for real-world locations that match your creative vision. This can save valuable time and resources during pre-production. Budget estimation, it can help estimate the budget required for your shot list by analyzing the complexity and resources needed for each shot. This can be crucial for project planning and secure funding. Okay, my doc, you really just, so many opinions. So how can AI help plan and visualize shots? Effective shot planning is the foundation of successful filmmaking. It involves determining the specific shots needed to convey the story, visualizing how these shots will look on screen, and planning the logistics to capture them. How can AI assist in the process? So again, storyboard visualization. It can transform your written script or storyboards into visualization. You would be using either DALL-E for that or Midjourney for that. Virtual set creation. Some AI platforms offer the ability to create virtual sets or 3D environments, allowing you to experiment with different camera angles and positions. Those cost a lot of money. But if you're a film production company, you can afford that. My husband has an AI tech startup, and he was saying that if a company wanted to use OpenAI, so right now it's free. And so if you wanted to utilize it, it would cost them millions of dollars a month, so that's what would make them profitable. So it costs a lot of money to have these programs. So lighting simulation, like I said, it can simulate lighting conditions for your shots, helping you understand how natural and artificial light will affect your scenes. These are just really more expensive AI tools, but they are out there. And then shot progression analysis. It can analyze your script and storyboards and provide recommendations for the order in which the shot should be taken and consider factors like actor availability, location constraints. And so if you're doing that in that case, you would have to really, if you have this whole idea at this point and everything's ready, you have your whole script, you would tell ChatGPT, this is my budget, This is my timeline. These are my actors. And so you're like really building it in there. It will then help you say, you know, like write the best timeline to be most efficient with my budget. And we'll literally write out the timeline. And then you can say like, expand on Monday. What happens on Monday? What shots am I doing on Monday? You know, kind of thing. And we'll literally tell you what to do. But again, it's why you keep things in little folders, because it learns as it goes. Okay. Okay. And so streamlining the filmmaking process. And what we're going to do is, the last thing that I will do is like showcase all of this with Anthony's script, because he gave it to me and he is our guinea pig test. Okay. All right. Okay. So, so how can AI streamline the phases of the filmmaking process? So pre-production, it can assist in script analysis, like we just saw, helping you identify potential issues and improvements. It can also automate the creation of shot lists and storyboards based on your script. Again, you would be utilizing like multiple programs in order to do that. There is an AI company right now that says that they'll launch in 2024, I think, that literally creates storyboards, which is amazing. I have no idea how much that one's going to cost per month, but it's amazing. Okay. So production, during the shooting phase, AI can help monitor and analyze footage in real time. It can provide insights into things like continuity errors, framing, and even suggest alternative camera angles or takes to ensure that they capture best possible footage. Post-production, it can significantly speed up the editing process. Remember that all of the Adobe programs now have AI built into them. They are going to continue to have more AI built into them. This is just the way of the future. And so everything is going to be just easier to do things. And then distribution. So AI can be used for data analysis to determine the most effective distribution channels and target audiences. It can also help with marketing by automating tasks like generating social media posts and analyzing audience engagement. And we talk a lot about this in my digital strategy class, where we teach everything about how to actually do that. So the whole thing is like, you've got your product, and how do you get it out there? How do you market it? And you can absolutely utilize AI. Okay, do we have enough time for a 15-minute break? I don't think that we do. So let's just keep going. Okay, so ethical use. So ethical use in creative work. So in the realm of creativity, AI offers a lot of powerful tools, but it also presents ethical challenges. Okay, so number one, respect for copyright. You know what I mean? So respect for copyright. And ownership. Ethical use of AI creativity involves respecting copyright laws and intellectual property rights. It means not using AI to generate or replicate content that infringes on someone else's work. Like, don't say in the style of, it's not ethical. And so human-centric creativity, ethical AI recognizes the role of humans as creators. It means that using AI as a tool to enhance human creativity, not as a replacement for it, because it is a computer, it does not bleed. Transparency and disclosure. When AI is used for creative processes, there should be transparency about its involvement. Creators should disclose if AI was used in the creation of a piece of work, avoiding plagiarism and unoriginality. Ethical creators use AI to assist and inspire, but not to plagiarize or create unoriginal content. And then balancing creativity and AI. And so AI, one of the key challenges of ethical use in creative work is striking the right balance between human creativity and AI assistance. So AI is a collaborator. It can be a valuable collaborator, providing idea suggestions and assistance in generating content. Human-centered creativity, it's crucial to ensure that AI enhances and amplifies human creativity rather than replacing it. The human touch and unique perspective remain irreplaceable. And then respecting copyright and ownership. When using AI for creative purposes, it's essential to respect copyright and ownership. Avoid using AI to replicate or generate some content that closely resembles someone else's copyrighted work. Oh my God, don't do that. Be aware of licensing agreements and permissions when using AI generated content. You're going to have to check all the social all the social platforms because people are, adding those in. Give credit and attribution when AI tools or models are used in the creative process. In conclusion, ethical use of AI in creative work is not just a choice, it's a responsibility. By leveraging AI ethically, we can amplify our creative potential, explore new horizons, and create innovative, responsible works that enrich our creative landscape. Okay, so we are going to look real quick. Oh, what's happening here? Nope. Let's move there. All right. Okay, so we are going to look real quick, like I said, for some things that are happening inside of Adobe. Yikes, this is so ugly. So bad. Okay, let's delete these. Like I said, Adobe has all of the AI that's built into it now. And so let's do a scene and let's go back to this one might be easier for it to do. Okay, let's try this. Okay, let's try this. This is a little tricky because it's not always the best. So the way that this works is you have subject, scene, icon, and pattern. The patterns are gorgeous that it does. And you can also showcase of how much detail you want in it. I personally like a lot of layers, so I would, oh, okay. Dutch scene that annihilated humanity. After a war. Okay. Okay. Don't say annihilated humanity to Adobe AI. It does not like that. It does not like that. If this gives where something is wrong and it's just giving me lots of circle weird stuff, I can't even. Okay. So while that's happening, this is the logo that we made last night in my class. You can just see that I haven't done anything else in Adobe since that happened. Okay. This is my husband's AI company. That's my husband. Okay, we're just gonna pick on my husband. Let's just pick on him. This is my husband. Let's pick on his photo. While that's loading, okay. Oh, this is a horrible photo. Okay. Anyways, okay, so let's do the Eclipse tool. This is before I edited it. You can see he has so much glare in that. Like, who does that? Kind of thing. Okay. And then, oh my God. Okay, wait, no, I don't need to do that. Hold on. Generative fill. Let's do, I have no idea. Zombie face. Let's see what happens. My husband is not, he's not entertained with my quirkiness. Okay, let's see what this gave. So that's not bad. It's not bad, Is it the best? It's not the best, but it's not bad. And what's so fantastic about it, again, is that it's vectored. So it's going to pop out that you can literally, it's vector. I can't get over how much I love it, that it's literally vectored. And so it's created everything inside of it. It's fantastic. So let's delete this one. Let's try this one. Ooh, this one's not bad. This one's pretty fun. That's actually pretty fun. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And again, it's vectored, it's even got a gradient in there. It looks like a skeleton of like an ancient building with flora and fauna overtaking it. That's pretty. That's not bad. That one is absolutely not bad. That's pretty. And again, is it going to be like the detail of Midjourney? No, but it's vectored. I can't get over like how great that is. Okay, let's see what, oh, there we are. This is my husband as a zombie. All right. Let's do a few more. This is I love it. And I'll show you exactly how to do this. So funny. That's fantastic. It's fantastic. Okay, that one's fantastic. Okay. All right. All right. I don't like that one. No, seen, so that one's not bad. I would go this one, this one, and that one. Anyways, and so that's what it does nowadays. And so these are just like some of the different design things that Adobe has built into it. But there are AIs, different features that are built into everything. And this is what my husband would look like as a zombie while wearing a velvet jacket. So hey, listen, even zombies get to wear velvet jackets. Like that's just how it works. Okay, so conclusion. So before we get to the conclusion, we have 14 minutes and we're going to go back to Nathan's script. And now I'm going to say, okay, what are some shot list ideas to incorporate for this opening scene? I want, give me lenses and give me lenses. Let's just see what it does first. Let's see what it does first. Okay, so establishing shot, start with a wide arrow shot of the coastal plain to establish a setting. This could be a drone shot that slowly moves towards the lone cypress tree in the distance. The dramatic reveal, use a slow zoom or a dolly in towards the cypress tree, gradually revealing the hanging man. This builds suspense and captures the audience's attention. Horseman approach, a low angle shot of the horseman entering the frame, perhaps with dust rising above the galloping horses to convey a sense of urgency and drama. Character introduction, James Martin, introduce James Martin with a medium shot as he leads the group, highlighting his determined expression. This establishes him as a central character. Reaction shots, close-up shots on the writers' faces, especially James, as they see the hanging man. This helps convey their shock or emotional reactions without words. Foreground, background play. As James and the writers pull up, use the shot where the swaying boots of the hanging man are in the foreground, with the writers blurred in the background, then focus shifts to the writers, adding depth to the scene. Tension building, a close-up of James Martin's hands tightening on the reins, and the clenched jaw can subtly build tension. Dialogue exchange over the shoulder shots. During the dialogue exchange between James and the other writer, this maintains a sense of interaction and perspective. Cutaway shots include cutaways to detail like the grazing horse, the faces of the other writers, the landscape, to add context and depth to the scene. The act of cutting down, a mix of wide and tight shots showing James cutting down his father. This could be a very emotional moment. So capturing both his actions and the facial expressions is key. Credit sequence, as the credits roll, you could have a series of shots showing the writers taking down the body, perhaps in slow motion, to create a somber mood, and transition to San Francisco. For the transition to San Francisco, start with a high, wide shot of the city in the morning light, then gradually move to street level, capturing the hustle and bustle of the early 1900s. Okay, and so what could I? What did I use first? Okay, so what are some costume design ideas for this opening scene? So costume design is a crucial element for historical films. So Carmel, California, 1893, James Martin, as a young, determined character, he could be dressed in practical yet slightly refined Western wear. Think a rugged but well-fitted button-up shirt, a waistcoat, double trousers, a wide brim hat, and a duster coat could add to the Marlboro man-like image. Leather gloves and cowboy boots would complement the look. Other riders, similar Western attire, but slightly less refined to distinguish James as the leader. Their clothes might be more worn and dusty, indicating their constant travel and outdoor work. The hanging man, James' father, given that he was hanged, his attire could be disheveled or distressed. He might wear an older, faded version of what the riders are wearing, suggesting a once dignified man fallen from grace. A loose necktie or unbuttoned vest could add to the tragic imagery. In San Francisco, the street scene, general public, people appropriate attire with long skirts, shirts, waists, and tailored jackets for women. Men in sack suits, bowler hats, and caps. The clothing should vary in quality and style to reflect different social classes. Laborers, like the mule driver, simpler, more rugged workwear, such as plain shirts and suspenders, work trousers, and sturdy boots. Hats would be more functional, like flat caps. Henry Eaton, as a well-dressed gentleman, Henry could wear a three-piece suit reflecting the fashion of the earliest 20th century, a crisp shirt, a tie, or a cravat, a tailored jacket, and a waistcoat. His clothing should be high quality, indicating wealth and status. A pocket watch, polished shoes, and a well-groomed appearance would complement this look. Noah Hurley, working class attire, but a sense of personal style, a practical yet neat skirt and blouse, a combination, possibly with a simple apron or a smock if she's working. Her outfit should be modest, but with small touches like a brooch or a ribbon that show her personality and aspirations beyond her current status. And Margaret, slightly more upscale than Noah's attire, a tailored skirt, suit, or a dress with a fitted jacket, indicative of her supervisory role, like hat, gloves. Small, could suggest some ideas. 8 minutes. Hold on. Give me some ideas for soundtracks or scores, music in general for this opening scene. Okay, so while this is going, while it's thinking and writing, I will do our conclusion. Okay, so let's revisit the key insights that we gained throughout today. So AI fundamentals, we learned about the basics of artificial intelligence, its history and various components. AI encompasses a wide array of technologies that mimic human intelligence, perform tasks, analyze data, make decisions. AI in modern tech. So AI plays an integral role in modern tech, driving innovations such as in the healthcare, finance, and transportation sector. Embracing AI. Hopefully, we've dispelled common fears about AI taking jobs and instead encourage you to embrace AI as a valuable personal assistant. AI enhances creativity work, aids in problem solving, and empowers you to compete effectively in your field. AI tools, we explored a variety of AI tools like ChatGPT, ProWriting8, DALL-E, and Midjourney. These tools offer assistance in writing, generating visuals, sparking creativity, much more. Prompts and customization, you learned how to use prompts effectively, how to create them. Ethical considerations, we emphasize the use of ethical AI. And so why you should embrace AI as a creative tool: it boosts efficiency, AI streamlines tasks, saving you time and effort. Enhance quality, it assists in improving the quality of your work, offering suggestions and insights for refinement. Inspire innovation, it can inspire fresh ideas and creative solutions, breaking through creative blocks. And personalized content, it helps tailor content to specific audiences, help enhancing engagement and impact. So thank you for joining me on this journey of AI, and I hope that you witness the incredible impact that you'll make. I look forward to witnessing the incredible impact that you will make in the ever-evolving landscape of the creative industry. And I always end with a quote, and I did Ralph Waldo Emerson because he is the best. And so once you make a decision, the universe conspires to make it happen. It's totally true. Any questions? Is anyone curious about what it did? What did it do?
So I have a question.
Yes, tell me.
So it seems like there are lots of benefits to this. I guess my question is, how should an educational institution use AI and still teach their students how to write? Because what we don't want to do is we don't want students relying on AI to write their papers. And it seems to me what I've learned, a big thing that I've learned I've learned a lot of stuff here. But it seems like, in a way, to benefit, the benefits from AI seem to be a lot of, if you really are proficient in something and you understand it and you know kind of what's helpful and what's, nonsense. So I guess my concern would be that someone would take it too literally, because I will say that I have messed around a little bit with ChatGPT to just say, okay, write this scene. And it's, as you say, it's all expositional. It's all on the surface. There's no subtext. There's no penetrating, which makes it very stilted and not particularly dramatic. But so I'm wondering, in terms of, as an institution, because we do have certain AI criteria that we use, but I'm wondering if you can lend us some insight into that.
Yeah, so I would say this. I would say, so again, it is not, it's never going to be a human. And I would like stress that to students from day one. It is only there to help you. It is not there to write. It cannot feel emotions. It cannot create something that is compelling. It can analyze to see if it was compelling. It can analyze to see if there's any plot holes, which you can also utilize our ChatGPT and is you can take someone's script and you can actually ask it, does this look like it was created by a human, or does this look like it was created by an AI? And it will give you a probability of if it was created by a human or if it was created by an AI. And then you can have a conversation with the student being like, hey, so how did this happen? Like this feels a little bit like it's too much like it's AI, or you can have a conversation with them saying like, where are you stuck? Why are you stuck in this? Because I can feel that maybe you're using AI too much, and that's not what AI is for. It's not here to write for you. It is not here to like create for you. It is here to help you. It is here to be your assistant. And so then maybe they're stuck with like a creative block. Maybe they need some more inspiration. Maybe they haven't done their research, for a specific thing. And so then you can like show them how to use AI to do research. You can show them how to use AI to break out of the creative block. But I would just at all points in time be telling them, number one, it's a computer. It's not going to write good things ever. It's not going to have emotions. It's not going to understand emotion, like joy, envy, jealousy. And a human being will immediately understand that whoever wrote that is either a sociopath with no emotion or it was a computer who wrote it, But from an institution standpoint, that's what I would just do. Ensure that like from day one, everyone understands you do not use this to write. It is only your assistant. We can tell if you're using this because you can. We can tell if you're using this to write. And if you are like relying too much on it, what can we do to help you use it more as an assistant, have your own more creativity and make your writing more authentic?
I don't know if you're reading the chats right now, but everybody's cavelling about what a great class it is and how much they loved it.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I learned a tremendous amount, which is why I came. And I really appreciate how comprehensive this was, and also how instructional and informative. And for those of you who don't know, Jessica teaches the social media, or we renamed it. What do we rename it? Content
Digital strategy.
digital
Yes.
strategy class.
Yes.
And there are elements, components of that with artificial intelligence. So those of you who are doing the commercial next semester have this woman to look forward to. Thank you so much. This was fantastic.
And I love feedback. And so I see Marcus, my NASA brother right there. I see Marcus. Hi, Marcus.
Thank you.
And so I love
Great
feedback.
job, Jessica.
Thank you. And so I threw a Google Google form in there. So please give me your feedback. Let me know what worked, what didn't work, what bored you, what you could have learned better. If Liv, if you could send it around to all the participants, because I did see that some people dropped, just so that I can make this better next time. I really do read all of your feedback. And so thank you. That is it. Oh, 1 minute late, but almost on time.
Thank you so
Have a
much.
great
Thank you so much, Jessica.
Thanks, Jessica.